Things that make people unattractive you should avoid. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Before we move on, don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you're new here. Also, do click on the bell icon to turn on post notifications. So without further ado, let's get started. A person's beauty is determined by their actions and good attitude towards life. It is also a person's attractiveness to spread happiness. It is crucial to have a decent soul, good thinking, consideration for others, and a beautiful face. Situations any person finds while going through a lot of stress, difficulties, and abuse make a person stronger and more resilient. We can be powerful on the inside, but we must exhibit compassion, selflessness, and kindness to others. And if not, it makes a person less attractive. Today we will talk about some unattractive behaviors that make a person unattractive and make people avoid that person. You can also try to avoid these things. Self-centered person. The majority of the people do this unintentionally. We are preoccupied with ourselves. We obsess over ourselves, talk about ourselves, and seek to meet our demands to exclude what others have to say or think. You don't need to get into a relationship with anyone else if you believe you're the only one who cares, since you're too preoccupied with yourself. Nobody likes to be around someone who is just concerned with themselves. Being rude. Definitely, you're not someone people would want to be around. Stop being disrespectful, gossiping about others, or revealing your foul mouth regularly. Being disrespectful and unpleasant to others or in front of others is not appealing. People will avoid being around you if you feel entitled to all you have, including things you don't have. It's pointless to raise a ruckus because you disagree with someone or hold opposing viewpoints. Laziness. Even gorgeous people can lose their appeal if they are unpleasant. Taking the initiative is appealing, whereas laziness is the polar opposite. Because energy is contagious, both good and negative, you can choose to be around people who make the most of their days and others who let them pass them by without getting off the couch. Undependable. You want others to be there for you, yet you never show up when someone else is in need. You make an excuse, disappear, or claim to be preoccupied. If no one can count on you, but you want everyone else to be able to count on you, you'll rapidly be labeled as insensitive. Similarly, if you never offer assistance to others, don't expect assistance to be offered to you. It's important to count on someone to follow through on their promises, and it's tough to stay interested in someone who doesn't keep their promises. If you make plans with someone you're initially attracted to and they don't show up, chances are you won't think so highly of their external looks and the next time you see them. The same can be stated about someone who promises to attend a corporate dinner to show their support but then cancels at the last minute. It should come as no surprise that they were not invited back. Acting overly competitive. Competition can be reasonable and even beneficial in the correct circumstances. However, continuously comparing yourself to others and putting them under pressure to compete with you is unappealing. No one will believe you if you constantly have to prove how great you are at every sport you try. People want to make their own decisions about your brilliance rather than having to be marketed around them. No one wants to be around someone exclusively concerned with winning at all costs. Dishonesty. It pays to be truthful as a human being. You must be renowned for telling the truth when it comes to being a good friend or someone people can trust and confide in. Nobody likes to feel like they can't trust the person they're interested in. People admire individuals who put their best foot forward even if the truth isn't always pretty. While not every thought that crosses one's head should be spoken out, there is something to be said for those willing to speak the truth and pleasantly surprised by the response. Not being a good listener, selective hearing, communication is essential in all relationships, whether dealing with a lover, a friend, a family member, or a coworker. If you're always lost in your thoughts or fiddling with your phone when other people are talking, you're not being respectful. Making you appear less appealing, we learn significantly more by listening than by doing all the talking. So when we can see that someone is invested in what we have to say and is giving it their whole attention, our perception of them improves, as does our degree of attraction. When we can sense a person isn't paying attention to what we've said, it is easy to lose interest in them. Lack of humor. Everyone enjoys a good laugh, so flee if someone tells you otherwise. To get through difficult periods in life, it's sometimes necessary to make fun of them. There's a difference between laughing about a fender bender to keep from having a nervous breakdown and making the death of someone else's loved one the punchline of a joke. A good sense of humor may be quite attractive when it's used right, while lack of one can be damaging. Being a negative person. The majority of us want to be with someone with whom we can form a positive bond and escape from a reality that isn't always so pleasant. Suppose you've ever had a buddy who continually finds something to moan about, eventually adopting a victim of circumstance mentality. In that case, you'll be familiar with the dark cloud that appears to follow you about whenever they are around. Make it a point to recognize the pleasant things in your life when you wake up. This will certainly cause a ripple effect in other areas of your life, making the bright side easier to locate in difficult situations. People are drawn to those that exude positivity, and they usually find it simpler to attract them. Outer beauty is important, physical appearances are transient, and the sooner we realize this, the better. This isn't to mean that you shouldn't try to look good. It suggests that you should not place too much emphasis on external appearance. You will lose a lot of great aspects of your life in the process of focusing on the external beauty. Some people appear attractive on the exterior, but you will hear nasty words, bad comments, and excessive gossip when they open their mouths. This is not a good situation for everyone involved. People do not want to be near you once they comprehend your behavior. Being bossy. It never hurts to be assertive and confident in yourself, but if you have to make all of the decisions, most people will perceive you as cocky and arrogant and avoid being around you. Even in a group of environment, you don't always have to be in charge and control what others do. Save some of your energy by letting someone else take the lead sometimes and being willing to go with the flow. Jealous of others. If you're envious of your siblings or friends who get along well with them and have more friends than you should make a change. Allow people to socialize and build connections with one another. They will come back or involve you in their group if they value you. You are an unattractive person if you believe you have to be better than everyone else, accomplish more than everyone else, and have more things. If a friend of yours achieves success, you should be right there cheering them on and allowing them to enjoy their triumphs. It's never a good idea to undermine their achievement by boosting your own. Allow other family members and friends to make their decision, or at the very least, seek their advice and opinions. If you believe that you are the boss and that the universe must bow to you, then you must always be in charge and command of everything. Then put your beauty on hold. Others think that it's unattractive. Change your thought process for the better. Always pessimistic. A bad attitude is an extremely undesirable personality attribute. You might try attitude treatment if you continuously claim something can be done, send a negative energy to others, put things and people down, make others look bad, and choose to see the worst in every scenario. Nobody likes to be around someone who never finds the positive in things and chooses to pass judgments instead of offering assistance when things go wrong. Constantly complaining. When we listen to people complain frequently, we become cleverly annoyed since this type of negativity is unhealthy and ungrateful. It's also aggravating because it doesn't accomplish anything other than wallowing in sadness. That's all we've got for today, guys. Also, don't forget to thumbs up the video and subscribe for more entertaining content, and we'll see you again soon.